Well, we are steamrolling into holiday season, a holiday season, of course, that will look unlike any other any of us have experienced in our lifetimes. But we're doing our best to keep the holiday spirit alive. With that, today we're going to talk about the Santa Claus Parade. Yes, there is a Santa Claus Parade this year. It'll look a little bit different, but certainly great news that that tradition will live on. Going to be right here on Shaw Spotlight as well as online. Happy to be welcoming in the committee chair for the Santa Claus Parade, Kayla Krawchuk. Kayla, thanks for joining us today. Obviously, we've known for several months that everything is going to look very different during this holiday season. Just talk generally about the thought process of how you came to the decision to continue on with this tradition, and a little bit about what it'll look like this year.
Well, 2020 marks the 30th annual Saskatoon Santa Claus Parade, so it is a milestone year for this event and tradition in Saskatoon. As you had mentioned, 2020, everything is looking a little bit different than what we have been used to and what we've seen in past years, the Santa Claus Parade included. So it was important to us to maintain the tradition and to still have some kind of event and way to still ring in the holiday season and to welcome Santa.
And so this year's presentation is going to include both some of the older elements in terms we're going to be looking at a previous parade that we aired here on Shaw, but also there's going to be some new additions as well, as we're going to get some youngsters involved, because we all know with Santa, it's all about getting the kids involved. Tell us about that.
For sure. So this year the parade will be virtual. So as you had mentioned, we're going to be airing a previous year's parade. And as part of that broadcast, we'll also be including some messaging from some of our past supporters and partners from the community, and a fun little segment that we're calling Visiting with Santa. So we're inviting children from Saskatoon and area to email in some questions or anything they kind of like to talk about with Santa, and some of those will be selected, and Santa himself will be responding on this broadcast.
Let's get into the details just a little bit. Where and when can people take in the parade, and also how can youngsters get their questions to Santa?
So the parade will be airing on Shaw Spotlight, channels 10 and 105 for Shaw customers on November 22nd at 1 p.m. There will also be a link on the Santa Claus Parade website that everybody can visit and just stream live from their phones or computers. And we are inviting kids to email in to saskatoonsantaparade@gmail.com to write their letters and questions to Santa.
And now happy to be joined by Sarah Marshallton from downtown Saskatoon. Of course, this organization and its members, this is such a huge event for you folks each and every year. Talk a little bit, first of all, about the tradition of the Santa Claus Parade for downtown Saskatoon, and why it was so important to make sure it keeps on going this year.
Well, thanks for having us. In the 30th year of the parade, it has been 30 years that it's been going through downtown, and all of the businesses love participating in the decorating and the having people, frankly, looking in their windows to see what they can go in and buy for Christmas gifts. So we are pretty darn proud, actually, that Santa has made his decision that he feels safe enough to still come downtown Saskatoon. And then we're also, of course, excited to welcome everybody virtually for some of it, but also in person back to join us downtown. Our local stores, as well as Midtown, as well as the parade, are all doing this COVID safely. Protocols are in place, and so it really is a safe environment to come back to. And that's, I think, an important piece in this crazy time to be making sure is understood.
And another way the downtown Saskatoon merchants have gotten involved, they've actually gotten together, and there's some prizes to potentially be won.
Yeah, so we are pretty excited to be telling that there's $1,000 of gift cards that our organization will be giving away on parade day. It'll be mostly done on Instagram, so that's at DTNYXE and then at Sask Santa Parade. And people can kind of answer some fun questions to be able to have chances to win those prizes.
And this event is so central to downtown Saskatoon. And of course, it's important that we support all of these local businesses in our downtown area, which is something we're also hoping to help promote through this parade.
Absolutely. We're in the flip side asking you to shop at downtown businesses this holiday season and beyond. By doing so, it'll counter these negative effects of COVID, and it'll help keep the economics of our city engine running because these shop owners will be able to stay open. They are employing Saskatoonians, and then they're feeding their local purchases of what they're putting on your plate. So supporting local is still definitely an important piece to this.
Great stuff all around. Can't wait for the Santa Claus parade here on Shaw Spotlight and online and in downtown Saskatoon. Kayla and Sarah, thanks so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.